Hello and welcome to English Story Plus. So glad you're here. For English beginners, please use subtitles if you need them. Now let's listen to the story.
Ravi is 17. He usually lives in a big city with his parents. The streets are busy, full of cars and noise. But this summer is different. His parents are traveling for work. So they send Ravi to the countryside to stay with his grandparents. Ravi doesn't really want to go. He thinks it will be boring. But he has no choice. Now he is in a small village. The air is quiet. The sky is big. Everything feels slow. The house is old but beautiful, with a red roof and white walls. There is a small garden with flowers and herbs. Chickens walk around in the yard. His grandparents are kind. His grandmother makes sweet milk tea. His grandfather reads the newspaper on the porch. They speak gently and smile often. But Ravi still feels a little out of place. There is not much to do. Sometimes, Ravi walks to the edge of the village and looks at the hills. He likes the way the light changes on the fields. One evening, Ravi sits on the steps outside. His grandmother comes and sits beside him. "It's almost time to see the fireflies," she says. Ravi looks up. "Fireflies?" She smiles. "Yes, they come every year around this time." Ravi doesn't say anything, but he starts to feel a little curious. The next night, the sky turns dark. There are no streetlights here. The stars are bright. The air smells like warm earth and trees. Ravi walks outside after dinner. The village is quiet with just insects and wind in the trees. He walks past the garden, down a soft dirt path. At the end, there is a small stream. The water moves slowly. The sky above is deep blue. Fireflies appear near the water, one by one. Little yellow lights blink in the dark, like tiny stars. Ravi watches them with wide eyes. He has never seen fireflies before. He steps forward carefully. One firefly lands on his finger. Its light glows, then fades. He hears a soft sound behind him and turns. A girl is standing a few meters away. She looks about his age. Her long dark hair moves in the wind. She holds a small camera in her hands. They both stay quiet. They just look at the fireflies. After a moment, the girl walks closer. "Hi," Ravi says. "Hi," she smiles. "Are you here for the fireflies too?" Ravi nods. "Yes, I've never seen so many before." She smiles again. Then she steps back. Slowly, she walks toward the trees. The grass moves softly around her. Ravi watches her go. He doesn't know her name. But something about her feels special. For some reason, he hopes they will meet again. The next day feels long. Ravi helps his grandfather fix a window. He reads a book and eats fried snacks in the afternoon sun. But in his mind, he keeps seeing the fireflies. And the girl. He doesn't tell anyone about her. It feels like a secret. A quiet, good one. That evening, just before sunset, he leaves the house again. He walks past the garden and down the soft dirt path. The light is golden. The sky is blue and pink. When he reaches the tall grass, he stops. His heart beats faster. Then, he sees her. She is sitting on a flat rock. Her camera rests on her lap. She looks through the screen and takes a photo. Ravi slowly steps closer. She looks up and smiles. He sits on the grass, not too close, not too far. The sun disappears behind the trees. The fireflies begin to rise. One floats between them, blinking. Ravi whispers, "They look like stars." The girl looks at the firefly, then at him. "Little stars," she says. "Right here in the dark." Ravi smiles. For a while, they sit without speaking. The fireflies move around them, slow and bright. The stream makes a soft sound in the dark. Ravi doesn't say anything, but he feels something. Something small and bright is beginning, just like the fireflies. The next morning, Ravi wakes up early. He hears birds outside. He goes to the kitchen. His grandmother is making tea. "Out again?" she asks. Ravi nods. "I want to take a walk," he says. He takes his small bag and leaves the house. He walks past the garden, through the soft dirt path, and down to the stream. She is there. The same girl. She is sitting by the water. She hears his steps and turns. "You came back," she says. "Yes," Ravi says. "I wanted to." She holds up her camera. "Do you want to see?" Ravi nods. She shows him the photo. It's the firefly, floating between them. The light from the firefly looks like a tiny star. The night is dark in the photo, but calm. Ravi looks at it for a long time. "I like it a lot," he says. She looks down at her camera. "I take pictures when I want to hold on to a moment." They sit together again. No one talks for a while. The wind moves through the trees. Then Ravi asks, "What's your name?" She looks at him and laughs a little. "Meera." He smiles. "I'm Ravi." She tucks her hair behind her ear. "I'm staying here for the summer. My uncle lives in the village." She looks down at the camera. "My parents thought I needed a break. From school, from everything." "That sounds familiar," he says. "I'm with my grandparents too." They sit in silence for a moment longer. The stream sparkles in the sun. A butterfly flutters by. This moment feels like a quiet beginning. The next day is hot. The sky is bright blue. Cows rest in the shade. The air is still. Ravi walks down the road toward the stream. The fireflies are gone, but he still wants to go. When he gets there, Mira is sitting by the water again. She is looking through her camera. Ravi walks slowly. She sees him and smiles. "You again," she says. He smiles back. "Is that okay?" "Yes," she says. "I'm glad." They sit together by the stream. The water is clear. The sun feels warm on their backs. Ravi picks up a small stone and rolls it in his hand. "I only have 2 more days here," he says. Mira looks at him. "That's not long," she says softly. They sit quietly for a moment. The wind moves through the tall grass. Somewhere, a bird calls from the trees. "I like it here," Ravi says. "Me too," Mira says. She takes one more photo, then lowers the camera. They don't say much after that. But something feels different. A little closer. A little clearer. The sky turns soft orange and pink. Ravi walks down the path one last time. The air feels warm. The trees move gently in the wind. He sees Mira by the stream. She is sitting on the same rock. When she hears his steps, she turns around and smiles. "You came again," she says. Ravi nods. "I wanted to." They sit together. The light slowly fades. The first fireflies appear, floating like tiny lights. For a while, they don't speak. Then Ravi looks at her. "Mira," he says. She turns to him. "Yes?" "I like this," he says. "All of it. I think. I want to see you again." Mira doesn't speak right away. Then she smiles, quiet and real. "Me too," she says. She opens her bag and takes out a small photo. She puts it in his hand. "It's from the other night," she says. "I thought you might like it." Ravi looks at the picture. It's the stream, the fireflies, and him, sitting near the water smiling. He holds the photo carefully. Then Mira stands up. "I have to go," she says. Ravi stands too. The sky is darker now. The stars begin to show. The fireflies dance between them. She starts to walk away, but after a few steps, she turns back. She looks at him, her eyes bright in the dark. "Find me next summer," she says. "I will," he says. "I'll find you. I promise." Ravi watches her go. The fireflies glow softly in the air. The summer night feels quiet and full of light. 1 year later. The summer air is warm again. Ravi walks down the same path, past the trees, past the garden, back to the stream. The fireflies are here, just like before. He waits quietly. The sky is dark, and the stars begin to show. Then, a sound behind him. He turns. She is there. Mira. She is holding her camera. She smiles. You found me. Rovi smiles back. Yes, I promised. The stars blink above. The fireflies glow again. And something quiet and true begins again. Thank you for being here today. Let's enjoy more stories together. See you next time with a new story.